distinguished guests, parents, new graduates, postgraduate diploma holders, and postgraduates. It is indeed a pleasure for me to be present here at this convocation. I have been here before for important occasions, and SLIIT is not a new place for me. I am very aware of the services rendered to the nation by SLIIT, especially when it comes to the information technology. As we entered the third millennium, we were in a pathetic situation as regards IT applications and IT literacy. Today, 10 years later, we have improved our IT literacy by 10 times, for instance, from the 3% to the 30%. Further, our IT exports became the fifth largest exports earner for the country. It is now becoming a popular subject among school children. I know that SLIIT has contributed immensely for such achievements. I am aware that SLIIT had produced nearly 5,000 IT graduates and about 15,000 IT professionals, contributing almost 50% of all high-level IT professionals in the country. It is commendable that it has been done without any assistance from the government. I am aware that SLIIT staff has written the school textbooks, General Information Technology, for advanced level students at no cost to the government, and now 10,000 copies of this book is being used in schools. I know that over 3,300 school teachers have been trained by SLIIT to obtain the teacher's diploma in IT. I am aware that at present some school teachers are trained for CCNA qualification who will be competent in the operation and the maintenance of the computer networks in schools. I am proud to mention here that when I was the minister in charge of the Samudri, I was able to negotiate with the relevant authorities in the SLIIT to offer several scholarships to selected Samudri recipients to graduate with the BSc Honours degree with SLIIT. On behalf of the government, I should take this opportunity to honor SLIIT authorities for the national contribution they have been rendering. SLIIT has done all these as the private institution, the private status, no doubt provide them autonomy, which I believe is a must to achieve excellence in a higher education institution. Despite the fact that it is a private degree awarding institute, it works in public interest, and as such SLIIT fees are rather moderate. Records indicate that over 5,000 parents can afford to send their children to SLIIT for a degree level education. This is about 10% of the university student population in the country. It is also on the record that almost all graduates find employment, and often these graduates earn all what they have spent as tuition fees within the first year of the employment. This is a win-win situation and a good lesson to learn. In a global perspective, we have come to a very decent pace in the field of higher education. Earlier, higher education was a privilege of an elite group of society. Today, the scenario is being changed drastically. The trend of engaging with the tertiary level education all over the world is getting increased rapidly. In developed countries such as UK and Germany, the number of young people attending universities in 10 times than are in percentage rise. If you consider the number of students in the same age in our country, we should at least have around 400,000 students engaged in the university education. But we have altogether only 40,000 to 50,000 students in our higher education institutions. I am sure our government slowly cannot afford to have 400,000 students in our universities. Similarly, such as output of graduates cannot be absorbed by our economy. But I am sure we are capable of doubling our numbers engaged in tertiary level education. I strongly believe that in order to achieve such target in the near future, government alone cannot perform this task. We have to enlist the support of private institutions such as SLIIT to achieve our target. To reach the national demand in higher education, our government wishes to support non-state degree awarding institutes, especially in niche areas in the higher education sector such as IT and many of other demanding professional sectors such as medicine, allied health, engineering, degrees of HND courses related to hotel and recreational sector, etc. As at present, the government spends a quantum of the money for the state sector university education, and a minor amount of it, not more, is spent by the parents in spending their children to universities abroad, where the tuition fees are extremely high. Even our middle class parents cannot afford such fees. In such situation, there are no way for the middle income earners to get their children educated if they cannot find places in state sector universities due to the limited intake. This is another reason why the government wants to support private sector tertiary level education and increase the number of undergraduate placement within the country. With the government intention to make Sri Lanka wonder of Asia. One of the prerequisites is to have a higher percentage in intellects in the country. No doubt we need to bring the level of English education in the country to a very high standard to achieve this goal. Despite the argument regarding English education, we all must realize that the world being connected via computers and communication systems, English standards as an international communication media. We have to get our youth well educated in English, and furthermore, when it comes to explore the niche market in the BPO and the BKO, and to get our youth engaged in such operations, they need to acquire the lesson of English different uses. We must learn English, Scottish, Welsh, American, Canadian, Australian, Indian, Chinese and Sri Lankan people are indeed different. In our neighboring country, India, they have already started language schools where they have developed methodologies to neutralize the local lesson and they acquire the different length of the BPO operations. These are the crucial areas that the Ministry of Higher Education needs to address soon to capture the international job market via minimizing unemployment in youth. I am glad that we conduct all these degree programs using the English as a medium, thereby enabling graduates to seek employment abroad where the incomes are 5-10 times higher than in Sri Lanka. I have been told that around 10% of the graduates of SLIIT receive employment abroad, especially in UK. In this sense, is beneficial for the graduates, their parents, who have spent the money, and the country as foreign employment brings in the foreign funds. When I look at our faces, when I look at your faces and the faces of your parents, I see contentment with written all over. This is an indication not only of your own success, but the success of the SLIIT and the nation as a whole. I know that SLIIT is diversifying its educational programs to other areas such as business administration and engineering in their quest to achieve the status of a non-state university. As I have once said at this very auditorium, I should mention again that I will give my full support to making SLIIT as a prestigious non-state university in this our I wish all these new graduates success in life and in their professions, and I also wish them continued excellence. I take this opportunity to thank the Chairman, President, Chancellor, Vice Chancellor and the whole staff, CU and academic and non-academic staff for their relentless effort in making SLIIT an institute worthy of the evaluation. I thank you for inviting me for this occasion, ceremony, and I wish you a prosperous future. Thank you very much.
I declare the convocation closed.